fashion. And I ain't never out like wrestling. Back on it. Got all these boys mad cause I pass on it. I'm a flop. Come on, baby, spin a bag on it. Yeah, we so extra, feeling like young in the rest. If the lights went down, get your kip up, baby. You wanna lift it down, pick it up, turn around, lift it up for you all night. Bet you wanna get some of my dirty love, baby. The boys, them all want me. Them gyal I get salty. When we're talking spicy. It make you want bite me. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor. You just want the flavor.
Big carbon hit like Mayweather. Tula come through and boa. Got millions out there rap. They hate her, but they stole the flow. Got back in after back end coming. I stole the show. Don't run up on that. She a head case. All she do is shoot. I signed my deal up on the PJ and hopped out a parachute. I'm geeked on next week. Back no more features. I might just stir at you. I'm geeked on next week. Back no more features. I might embarrass you. Yeah, glow. Stomp a little with some shell toes. Yeah, glow. Slapping, rapping, making bail. Two-tone Cartier match the nails. Yeah, glow. No competition, these stale. Yeah, glow. Curbing, my layers. Yeah, glow. Say they get money, but I can't tell. Yeah, glow. Keep running circles around these snail. Yeah, glow. And my bumping up in the jail. On the big glow, where you been at? Mine, everywhere I'm working hard. Maybach and G-Wagon truck. Got M&M's in my garage. Quick to crank up on you. Better not get me started. Locked in with the gangsters and players. My folks gon' keep it solid. Everything I got on new, it look like I got renovated. I'm cocky when I was just humble, they didn't appreciate it. Young, wealthy, and ratchet, I'm the hood motivation. On top of the world now, they tried to underestimate me. Get 'em, glow. Them fraudulent, you know you the truth. Get 'em, glow. Stop overthinking, these can't with you. Get 'em, glow. Standing on business in these Chanel shoes. Before I let her play with me.
From the West Coast, we're coming to you live from the NFL's newest and the world's most expensive stadium. State-of-the-art SoFi here in Inglewood, California. Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And here we go from LA. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
Here we go.
It gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
2nd down now, 7 to go. again with Montgomery. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Quick slant caught by Shaheed. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw for Fields. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That is Kyler Gordon. And the Bears have it now as he makes the 20th interception of his career. So the first drive of the game ends not in points, Brock, but in an INT.
And I get it. Opening drives aren't always going to end up with points or a touchdown. Good thing, though, there's a lot of opportunities left to make up for that miscue and go get yourself back in rhythm and back on script.
And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Sent down by Cody Barton. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, Kate, I like to call these body blows. Body blows. You got to be committed to running the football. Even if it doesn't move the chains, I guarantee you that wear and tear will pay dividends later.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Now Rattler. Komet brings it in. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. They send a man in motion. Rattler. That throw finds Komet. And he's able to get this down to the 36.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. In the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
2nd and 3 now. From the 36. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense is energized following that stick for a loss. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. They send a tight end in motion. Here's the give on 3rd and short. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You love a huddle. Okay, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Rattler setting to throw. It's taken in by Roma Dunze. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. He's on the move. Still on his feet.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running room. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the gun, a give to Edwards-Helaire. And he takes this one in for a Chicago touchdown. The Bears have a great first drive and get the game's first points. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Has this at the 6. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Now the Rams will use the first of their timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Good field position for the Rams as they get ready. 1st and 10. Handoff running right, Montgomery. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
You know, okay, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right, doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Running on second with Montgomery. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Tackled by big Logan Hall. Looks like no gain on 2nd down, and that leads us to 3rd and 6.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday, but doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Fields to throw it. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So they're left facing a 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. Coming off 4 punts in that loss, and he boots his first of this game away. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. It'll be a punt of 41 yards. And it's going to be Bears football. First and 10 now from the 30. Right up the gut. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it. And we'll move to the next.
Second down now, 7 to go. Going right back to the fullback, next play. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Musters up 3 yards on the run. That sets up 3rd and 4. Rattler back to throw. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't love that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
Fourth down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. We don't get a return out of that punt, and the Rams will take possession. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, Scott.
Now it's Fields. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. That is Kyler Gordon. And the Bears have it as he records his 7th interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Looking to throw, Rattler. And he must have overlooked the linebacker there because he was right in the way to swat it away and bring out the incompletion. Searching for Chris Olave with that one. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, it's tough to succeed at linebacker in most defenses if you can't hold your own in coverage. They rely on you to break up throws just like that and take some of the stress off the secondary.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Rattler to the air now. Completed here to Komet. And he officially gets them into the red zone before going out at the 20. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Chicago 1st down. Working inside the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense, who puts a sack on the board.
And he's going to take this down inside the 25 before being stopped. So 5 yards there, but still one in the hole. It's 3rd and 11. So before they can get set and snap it, the clock runs out on quarter 1. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Inglewood in just a moment. We're back and all set for the 2nd quarter. Bears football. They've got 3rd down well inside field goal range. Here's Rattler. Oh, the football's loose. Picked up by the Rams. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
3rd down, you could see he may have been trying to simply do too much to help his side. It loosened his hold on the ball and gave that defense a chance to knock it free. Instead of facing 4th down, they're off the field completely.
Here we go. Yeah.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Oh no, they get him yet again! That is Kyler Gordon. Now the Rams are going to use their third and final timeout. And we'll see how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
From the gun, Edwards-Helaire gets it. And he's into the red zone on that run, down to the 18. That's going to be a gain of 6, and they need only inches now here on 3rd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Oh, and they're going to have the fullback dry and power for it. And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
So many offenses will script, Kate, their first 15 plays of a game, but it's often getting to the lesser-used stuff like that that's critical in the red zone. They get a decent gain out of it and continue to push for the goal line.
They'll run here on 1st down. And this is down to the 5-yard line before they can stop him. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back-to-back carries here. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
You know what I like about a 2nd and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a 1st down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Another carry for him. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain for them, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the...
And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Bears take a 13-0 lead. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Extra point is good by Santos. And the Bears double their lead to 14. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go.
A give up the gut to Montgomery. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on, because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Give him 8 yards on the play. And it brings up an LA first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10 from the 41. Here's Fields to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. That one goes for 25 yards. And the Rams are going to have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. Now Fields. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it brings up an LA first down.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
That's caught. It's Cade Otton. And he'll go down here at the 16.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
This is Montgomery running right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Oh, I love this. Giving it to the big guy on 3rd and short. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense, offense, offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
Fields on 1st down. He's got it! And that's a Los Angeles touchdown! Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Point after converted from Carney. And the Rams chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fielded at the 7. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. We have a timeout now. Medical staff out to check on an injured man. And you hate to see this in the final week of the regular season. They've got 1st down from the 31. Throwing his Rattler. Buys time, rolling right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And a big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
All right, here we go. Second down. Another try following the sack. That one's complete to Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Third and just 2 to go. They're throwing it. Edwards-Helaire reels it in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting the first. First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Working quickly here. Now Rattler. Into the hands of Olave. This is ahead for about 5. Sent down by Cody Barton. Timeout Chicago. It uses its seconds. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 31. Finding Reynolds. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. First down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. Just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. From the left hash, this would be 43 yards. Carney's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game. We've reached the midway point of this contest. 2 quarters down and an exciting 2 to go. The NFL on EA Sports returns after this. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half.
Jack Fox set to kick off.
Fox now to kick this one away. Returning it from the 4.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Back to the well again. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A 7-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
He's got it on the bootleg. Vacates quickly left side. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
That's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage waiting for it. They were thinking interception for a second, and incompletion is still pretty good, too.
Connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Rattler. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. Left side. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball. Incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Rattler setting to throw. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands. Couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. You got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And the Rams have their work cut out for them on this drive.
Here we go.
On 1st down, they'll run with Montgomery. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Second and 6 coming up here. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Here we go.
Fields to throw it. Looking slant route, complete. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. They get an even 10 on that play. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down throw for Fields. Fought off a tackle, but lost the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Trying again, following the sack. Finds a seam down the middle. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Fields throwing here. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
You got a mini base. Why not?
Montgomery now up the middle. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Now it's Fields. Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
On 1st and 10, it's Fields. Forced out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open or risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go.
Looking to throw Fields. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Bronk. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
Fields on 3rd. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Slide's kick is up and good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently, because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Plowing up the middle. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Rattler to the air now. Komet brings it in. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Hand off to the back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. And that's good for a Bears first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
They've got first down from the 31. Rattler back to throw. That's complete. Here's Edwards-Helaire. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Brought down by Draymond Jones.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, a give to Edwards-Helaire. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make third down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this third down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Here's another carry for Edwards-Helaire. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Ask for a little bit more on that one. That's that running back to come up with more than he's used to on third down. He made it look like just another day at the office. I wouldn't expect every conversion to go as smoothly. He sure made that one look routine.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Staying grounded with Edwards-Helaire. And without much room to work, he has a minimal gain on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Only 1 quarter remaining now in these teams' regular season. It's Bears football to begin the 4th as they try to hang on to the lead in a close game. Second down now, 7 to go. Looking to throw, Rattler. Catch is made in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Third and a lone yard coming up. Here's a hand. Oh, he lost the football. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. And they corral him well behind the line of scrimmage. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Carney's kick is good. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a two-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He stopped on the return at the 27. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
And gives to Montgomery to start the drive. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Stayed on the ground with Montgomery. And this one doesn't go far. Just 1 yard on the play, though. That leaves them with 3rd down and 6 to go.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. They'll run again with Montgomery. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Hey, these are the type of games he's counted on to get when they're available. Unfortunately, we had tremendous vision to see the seam and get through it before that window could close.
Fields on 1st down. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up an LA 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Fields. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete. Defender smart there to get a hand on that one. And it's going to be 2nd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Second down and 10. Fields. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, You really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Third and long for him here. On target to Downs. And as this play goes out of bounds, all eyes turn to that flag on the field. Things got a little too carried away there, and we are not surprised at all to see the flags fly and the penalty called. 1st and 10 for him now, following the penalty.
Here we go, son. Up.
Running it after the penalty. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
He was brought down by it's the number 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. Can't get the play off in time, and I'm going to wager the call's going to come in much quicker, Brock, for this next snap. Offense to the line for 2nd down.
Here we go.
Now Fields. The throw is caught. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front had to give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
Here we go. Right.
Fields now on 3rd. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a 6-yard gain. That sets up 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Hey, 10. Go.
A give up the middle to Corum. Punches it in for the LA touchdown. The Rams make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. It's a Blake Corum touchdown. Well, we all knew what was coming when they got into that goal line formation, didn't we, Brock? And they just pound the rock in for an old-school touchdown.
I just sometimes love that stuff.
Yep.
Nothing fancy, nothing cute. Here's our formation. You know we're running right at you, and we challenge you to stop us, and you can't.
Offense liked how that play went, so they choose to decline the penalty. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Quick throw, right side, complete to start this drive. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. They'll run here on 1st down. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Going to the ground again on first. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's a pretty good stop on first down. This defense now gets a chance to dictate, and that's what all the great defenses want to do, Kate. They want to dictate it on their terms and not just be reacting to what the offense is always doing.
It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Bears holding on to a field goal lead. 8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Give now to the running back. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. A couple yards on the run. It's 3rd and 6 now. They've got a man in motion. Another carry for him. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
You had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They're now set for 1st and 10. They give it to him again. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout taken by Los Angeles. It's 2nd. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. And he's brought down for a loss. Now the Rams are going to use their 3rd and final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Back to the well again. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
You know, Kate, if you notice those guys that love to feed themselves on the field, right? They love to just get more and more. They're hungry for even more. I'll tell you what, that tackle, it prevented something that's going to be a lot bigger, but that back remains hungry. Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Bears come away with a win. And they end the season on a great note, Brock, with a W in the final chapter of this year's campaign. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. The Bears winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.